Hi, welcome to my channel. If you're new before, my name is Julie of Crafty JuJu Designs. I do a lot of studio vlogs. I draw my silly cats and silly illustrations, and then this year I've decided to start journaling properly. I have tried many a times different diaries, journals, structured ones, and I just don't get on with them. So this is the year I thought I would do my own. So it's going to be a bit structured, because it helps having a little bit of structure, and it's going to be a bit messy. So hopefully you guys will enjoy this. If you want to follow me more and you're new to me and my journaling journey, please subscribe and click that like button and leave me a comment below of any tips or any questions you may have. Right, to start my journal slash bullet journal slash scrapbook slash memory book, it's going to be a bit of everything, guys. I'm using a lovely book I got from Rebel Jones. I got it from her Kickstarter earlier last year in the summertime, and I've been saving it for a special occasion. Yes, I'm very good at keeping things for special occasions when it comes to stationery, but look at this. How gorgeous is this? It needed a special reason to be used, and it's bullet journal. So it's got everything it needs. It's got a little pocket at the back for stickers and a little intro at the beginning. So yes, I kept it for something special, and I decided this year is the year I journal from scratch myself. Now, you may be thinking, well, we're already 2 weeks into January by the time this goes live. Yeah, I'm a bit behind. So today's video is going to be me working through setting up my journal with my trackers and my plans section. And then I'll do another video where I'm setting up the month, and I put in my monthly wins, monthly enjoyments, things I've done, all that kind of jazz. So today we are going to get on with starting to prep this. I'll just put a picture here of everything that I've got with me that I'm using. I've got all my coloured pens I've never used, I bought, so they're getting used. I've also got my jar of crayons when in the future when I want to do some colouring, because I do like doing hand colouring. If you don't know, I am an illustrator and I do digital illustrating, so I don't do a lot of hand drawing anymore. So another reason for this is to get me wanting to do more hands-on things, get me out of my space and everything, all that lot. But anyway, I'm going off track. We've got that. I've got printout sheets because I've got mood board planned in there and plans. I've got that's going to be an envelope for something. I'll explain that in a minute. And then I've got some cheat sheets I've designed to say I want to draw in here, but because I'm a bit behind, I decided to design these on my tablet while in bed and put my little cats in them. If you don't know about my cats, I draw cats. So there's one of them fast asleep. That's going to be my book tracker. And then I know it's easy to draw the grids out for quickness. I've printed a grid out, and then for quickness I've printed out some of the calendar months for the year on stickers so I can quickly put them in. So let's start. So first page is going to be obviously my name. Here I'm going to put a measure template. I'm not going to do that today. What it is, I've seen other journal vloggers do it. You take out one of these pages and you just basically put your measurements so you can see it rather than having to count your dots every time. And you can take it out and use it when you're designing your journal. Anyway, so yes, I need to put my name there. So let's get started. Shall we start with a lovely purple pen? As I am a purple girl, it'd be wrong not to put my name in purple, wouldn't it? So this journal belongs to Julie. That is my name of Crafty JuJu Designs. Well, this pen's not doing so well, is it? Saying they're new. So that's the first page. I'm going to do some more to it as time goes on, but today I want to just get the structure of the book sorted. So it's going to be might be a bit boring, might not. Just interesting to see what I've done. So I have already gone through my planner, and I've made little post-it notes saying what I want where. I've done some pencil lined the titles in that I want, so they're ready for me to now go over a fine liner. I want to cut some parts out to make tabs, and then I've got trackers will be on those, some more to cut out, and then it's going to be a birthday card, birthday dates on that page. So yeah, I've got pen swatches, and then I'm going to do a future log where you're going to have every month of the year on here. So I've already cut that piece out so you can flick it between. So there's going to be January to December on here. And then a plan on here is to go, I'm only doing 12-week sections of plans. So that's 3 months, so a quarter of the year. So I'm going to have a January page, a February page and a March page as a calendar, so I can write in, and then a section for notes. In the notes bit, I want to keep track of numbers just for myself. It's not we're not going to base anything on it and make myself feel bad about it or good, but I like to see numbers. So numbers like my Instagram followers, my YouTube followers, sales, things like that. I like seeing the numbers, so I've got to leave that space for places like that. And then after March, we'll then go into a small calendar showing May to July, April to June, sorry. Get it right, Julie. April to June, we'll be going there and listing places, things on there I need to set into the next quarter. And then this will be where January starts, which say I'll do on another video vlog, showing you how I set up January. I'm going to have January there, and then you have month highlights, and anything I do in that month will go in that section. But like I said, today's starting point is to start the main bulk, the main structural part of my planner. Yes, the structure. I said I want it less structured, but I still need some structure in my life. So I have gone over this so many times in my head and planned it out, changed it around. Hence the reason for the post-its, because I've changed around what I want to put where and how I want to do it. So yeah, guys, I think I'm finally there. So let's get on with this, and yeah, we'll see where it takes us. So I am starting on my first 2 pages. We have a letter to self. What I want to do here is write a short little letter to myself so I can read it this time next year and see what I said to myself and see if I did what I wanted to do and the goals are set. And yeah, just mentally, I think it's good to sit down, and we don't do it enough these days, think about things in the long run and the future. So I'm going to write a letter to myself. That is going to stay private, sorry guys, but I have cut out a template for an envelope, so I need to get that stuck, and then that'll stick on there, then the letter will go in. And then on this page I'm going to have a photo of me near the 2025, and I've made a selection of stickers using my Cricut, Canva and Cricut. I'll show you guys how I did this in another video. I've made basically little tiny Polaroids, which you'll see where they're going, and they've got their own special place. But for now, the one I want to use is this one of me. I've done a little Polaroid of me, my favourite photo from last year. I'm going to have that on there as a remind me of me last year. And then again, when I come to the letter this time next year, I can look at the photo, look at the letter and go, yeah, this is how far I've come. So let's get on with this, guys, shall we? And off. Now, I did this little envelope on my Cricut, used a template from Cricut, and then it cut it out for me and scored it all in the right places. Now you can easily make an envelope yourself, you don't have to use Cricut. It was just the fact I was already using it, so I was just feeling a little bit lazy, could you say. So if you've got it, you use it, but then also it's quite easy to make a envelope. But I saw this in some of the journals, because I've watched journal vlogs myself. Quite enjoy watching other people work on them, so I thought I'd do this because I thought it was a really nice idea and something to look back at and see what I was thinking and feeling. So I've not written it yet, but that will be in my private time that I'll get that written, as it's a letter to myself, not a love letter like me and my husband used to do when we first started going out 25 years ago. But yeah, a letter to myself. Oh, it's double-sided tape, does not want it on the supple side. Yeah. And then we'll stick that down like that. And then this wants to go here. So I want to put some more double-sided tape on it. I do have a Pritt stick, but I sometimes find the Pritt sticks don't hold long enough, especially when it's something I want to keep in one place for a long time. Is that just me? Yeah. My double-sided tape as well, if you wanted to know, is just from The Works. It's quite cheap. does its job. That or pound shops sometimes sell it, if you're in England, that is. But I know in America, like, you've got places like craft shops, big craft shops that, yeah, I'm quite jealous of. Right, so this is looking a bit plain on its own, but it isn't. It's how I want it to look. I want it to just be there. And then when I put the letter in, I have got some wax seals, so I'm thinking of doing a wax seal over the top of that. So that's page 1 done. Woohoo! Right, let me crack on with doing this now then. I'm going to be using some of my paper bag from one of my, well, I haven't used it, what I use in my orders. I'm going to use this. I'm going to make some kind of decoration behind it, colour this in and cut it out. Let's get that on. I am a lefty too, so any fellow lefties out there, say hi guys. And if you like me, sometimes smudge ink. I don't always do it, but sometimes. So what I'm going to do is put a bit of paper between me and the paper that I'm drawing on, so then if I do move down, I'm not pulling. So if you guys are wondering why she got an extra bit of paper, that's why. It stops smudge. Fingers crossed. So what colour? Of course I'm going to go for purple, aren't I? Let's try my new felt tips, because I've not tried these yet. This is why I want to do the colour swatch, because I've not actually tried them yet. So we'll do this for now. That's a nice colour. Yes, that's my colour. So here you go, guys. So far, this is how much I've done. You've just seen me do my first intro page, my word of the year, and my plans section. I still need to put my plans on there, but because it's taken me a long time, I want to get all these pages done. Also, any tips of good fine liners or glittery fine liner pens, please let me know. These, yeah, are not very good. They've either dried out or they weren't very good when I got them. They're the Scribbulicious ones, I think, pens from the Works, which I was told were a good pen, but I've had them a year, so I don't know if they've dried out or what, because I've never used them. So just shows you should always test your pens. Also, the felt tips I found were too thick because it went through a bit. As nice as it looked, it was a bit too thick for what I wanted. So yeah, any recommendations of fine liners or pens, please let me know, guys, for doing planning, bullet journaling, all that jazz, and so I can write on and make pretty pictures without worrying about it either going through or looking a bit messy. I know it's for me and it doesn't need to look perfect, but when you're an artist, you can't help yourself. Anyway, so there we go. Word of the year, continue flourishing, with 2 quotes I found. And then this page you just watched me do is my mood board for the year so far, my plans for the year anyway. I've got a couple of collections planned out. First of all, we've got Chinese New Year coming. I love the Chinese New Year. So instead of Valentine's Day, I'm concentrating on Chinese New Year, which is the year of the snake. So I want to do something to do with the cats and maybe dress as a snake. And also, I love the Lucky Cat. I've got quite a few little bits and pieces, and there's also a new Lego set coming out, or is out, that I'm tempted to get with the last bit of my Christmas money. So yeah, I want to do something like that. And then I've got my new Kickstarter plan pictures here for my new Kickstarter plans. I'm hoping to do something to do with the Queen of Hearts to carry on with the Kickstarter I did last year, which was the Mad Hat's Tea Party. And then I want to do a rainbowy collection. I loved Rainbow Bright as a child of the 80s. Or toddler, young child, or teenager in the 90s, child of the 80s. So I want to do something to do with rainbows this year. And Rainbow Bright, cats, and yeah, see that. And then I want to do a cute collection of cats in things, mainly cups, cats in cups with some affirmations and things. So yeah, that's my mood board. I was going to put that on, but there isn't anywhere to put it, and I know, because this book's for me, I know what this page is all about. So yeah, it doesn't have to go on. All right, so let's crack on to the next page. We are now on to My World, this page. Right, get that out of the way. I've talked with you for a bit. I want to cut this bit out, decide, because that then relates to the next sections. So I need to cut that bit off. And with this one, I'm probably going to cover it with the purple sugar paper again. And on this page, or these pages, I created myself, like I said, some little tiny Polaroid style effect photos. Now these ones aren't on this page. These ones are special for something else. But yes, I've called them My World, and they're little tiny pictures that are off my phone from last year. And then we've got some from very cuties from when they were a lot younger, but they're too cute not to. And then the cats, of course, the sunset in my back garden. So I'm going to put these on here, and then if I've got room, I may add some more onto that through the year, and then we'll get on to the next bit. So let's get this My World section bit done. My mini Polaroids. hope you guys have enjoyed that. That is my planner prep done. So let's have a quick show you, walk through, flick through. It's more of a flick through, isn't it, guys? A flick through of what I've managed to get done for the starting of my planner slash journal slash junk diary for the year. So as I said before, this is a Rebel Jones planner. It's gorgeous. And then we'll start here. I've decided to put the thank you note here that she put with all the Kickstarters to say, because I thought I want to keep that, so it's there. And then my first page is my 2025, of course, with a picture of me, just so I can remember what I look like. And then in here, I'm going to have a letter, as I said, to myself for next year. I've got to get that done. Then next, I have my plans and word of the year page. Fortunately, my pens that I bought last year were not so great. They might not look too bad to you on the video. They probably look fine, but they were a bit blotchy. Some worked, some didn't. So I'm looking into get some new pens because it was a shame they didn't work. But yeah, I've got to fill in my goals there. There's some pictures there I've put in of my goals that I want to do. My word of the year is continue flourishing, to carry on knowing what I'm doing and keep building on what I want to do. And then next we've got my mood board pages, which has got snippets of ideas for collections, ideas for my next Kickstarter, and what I'd like to do over the year. So yes, you can see there's a hint to the Queen of Hearts, possibly for my next Kickstarter. We've got the Chinese New Year coming in. It's the year of the snake. I'd like to do something based around that, as I love anything to do with the Chinese New Year, and especially the lucky cat. I actually have the tattoo there. It would be upside down to you, but that's my Kira. And yes, I'd love the Lego version that's come out now. I'd like to do a collection based around rainbows and maybe touch a little bit on my childhood of Rainbow Bright and things like that. And then a collection of cats, cute cats in things, mainly teacups, because yeah, they just look so cute. So that's my mood board for the year so far of ideas I've got. And then we moved on to the page I've called My World, and I've created tiny little little mini Polaroids using Canva and my Cricut and stickers. You don't need a Cricut to cut out stickers. Just if you get some sticker paper, you can create the pictures, put them on there and cut them out yourself. So, but I did use my Cricut just for quickness, and yeah, you don't have to. But yes, My World. Pictures of my family from last year and some cuties of my photos of my kids when they're super duper cute. They are still cute now, but yeah. And of course the cats have to be involved too. And then you can see here I've made these different tiers so I can easily find, you'll see why in a minute, using my washi, that's my washi tape, and then washi tape I've got from other small businesses. And then next we go on to weather tracker. Now I've not finished this yet. I've still got to put in the I've still got to do the months down here and that too, so I can track each month and put in little images to then, which will have a colour representing each one, and then I'll colour them as the year goes. I'm going to do a weather one and a temperature one. I like these kind of things, I always have, just to see how the year goes, because we always say, oh, it's been the coldest or it's been the hottest and the wettest. I'd like to just see it in pixel form. I think that'd be quite nice. And then I'm going to do a sleep tracker as well, keep track of how many hours sleep my sleep apnea machine tells me I've had. We shall see if it tallies up. I am very into my music, so I'd like to track my favourite songs of the year. So each month, fair enough, there's not enough there for each month, but I will put another page. I'm going to do a page that you can flip between and add on songs from that month that I've really enjoyed. Same again for TV shows and trackers, track what I've watched and what I've enjoyed. And again with movies, we tend to go to the movie once a month because we've got Sky Cinema tickets to use up, so there should be enough there if we just go once a month. But again with TV, if I need more, I can put an extra page in there. And then we go on to my reading tracker. I am not much of a reader. I've tried for years. With my dyslexia, I find it difficult. I have that dyslexia where the words jumble around and it makes me very tired. But looking at my bookcase, you wouldn't think I have trouble reading because I have a lot of books. I buy books because I want to read them. So my aim this year is one a month. Let's see if we can do it. So I've put enough books on there for one a month. And there's one of my cute little cats fast asleep, happily fast asleep on our chair. I'm going to colour this in as I go as well and colour the books in as I fill them in. And then I've done a birthday tracker here. Obviously I need to fill that in. I'm going to do lines from each month and put the names of people's birthday, whose birthday is underneath, just so I can have a quick glance at, oh, I've got so this many birthdays this month. Let's get the cards in. And then my husband and my daughter, like when I leave my phone lying around, I tend to find silly selfies and photos on it. So I've decided, right, they're going to be put in my book for me to look at. So if I'm feeling quite low one day, I know, as well as that, obviously I've got my world page. I can look at that to remind me. And then I've got their silly little faces close up to my phone stuck on. I have told them I'm doing this, and I'm waiting for my next photo to be found on my phone. I did leave my phone unattended 2 days ago. They didn't realise. And they were quite disappointed in themselves that they didn't realise. But yeah, there's still time yet for a lot more to be added onto there. And then I wanted to put a calendar in for the year, just a quick overview so I could see quickly what dates fall when in the year. Using my stickers there, start today. And then I wanted to do a future log. So I've done it where I've got every month, a quick glance at every month. And then I can quickly write in dates of appointments and things if I need to. This will help because I'm going to be doing a quarterly calendar, you'll see next in my journal. So if I've got appointments in, say, I've got this bit started, so but if I've got appointments in here or any of these months, I can quickly write them down and then they're there ready for me to do when I do the month review. So we've gone from the future log and then we're going to the main calendars. So we've got January and I've used my paw print cat stickers. Thought, why not? And I've got the purple because I love purple for January. And then all the dates, and then the same again, I've got notes section, and then we've got February next, and it's going to be red because it's Chinese New Year and Valentine's. I haven't put any stickers on here yet because I do actually have a collection planned for the beginning of February, so keep an eye out for that, and I'll be using the stickers in here. And then we've got March, so I decided, well, it's spring, it's when the flowers start blossoming, the bees come out, why not use my daffodil flowers and bumblebees to cheer up page up. And then when we get to the end of that quarter, because those 3 months are your first quarter, which I'll only be planning, I've got next 12-week goals I can write down here. So if I haven't managed to do something in these, I can write it on here quick so I can remember for when I get to planning out the next 3 months, I can write it there and it's all there. And then we get to January. This is how I'm going to go about making it a scrappy book also, as well as a journal. So I've used my postcard for the January freebie postcard and put January on some glittery card and used some washi tape I got yesterday from the charity shop with the January, because there was a roll in there with the months on, and cut a little bit out just so it stands out a bit more. And then that's as far as I've got, guys. What I'm going to do now, you see, is in January, I'm going to document things I've done. If I've been anywhere, I'm going to put some photos in, and I put some notes in, I'm going to put receipts in. It's going to be a junk diary. Instead of lots of writing, I'm a very visual person. I thought I'll try the junk diary. So we've got the structural part at the front of the planner with all the bits and pieces I need to know, and then I'll decide how I'm going to go month by month with the month itself. We'll see how it develops over the year as well. It'd be interesting to see if I change my style and if I change how I do things. See, just getting to this page, I've already changed my style from the first page. See, that was my first page where I was like, oh, how do I do this? I've not done this before. I started finally letting go and started doing what I feel more comfortable doing. Here was very unnervy because it was the first time I've ever done anything like this, but then I finally started thinking this is not for, it doesn't have to be perfect, it can be any way it wants. So yes, that's why I like the way I've done this, and I think every month I'm going to dedicate a colour to that month. So this month is purple because it's my favourite colour and it goes lovely with the postcard, and then February, like I've just shown you in my here, it will be red, and March will be yellow. So guys, I hope you have enjoyed watching me get my planner up and ready. If you have enjoyed it, please come like and subscribe. I'm hoping to do a monthly review every month where you can see me working on the month that I'm doing in that planner, and then have a flick through and see how it all looks together. So guys, again, thank you for taking your time out and watching me this week. I will see you hopefully soon. And if you've got any tips or any advice on how to keep these junk journal planners, because I say I'm all new to it, please let me know. Or any tips of any pens, because like I said, I wasn't happy with those gel pens. If you've got any tips, let me know. I love tips, and I'm happy to buy stationery if I know it's going to be good stationery. So yeah, guys, I'll see you again soon. Bye.